Greetings, Aries. This is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot, here to do your August 2019 general reading. This is for my Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter. So, if you have any of those placements, stay tuned for the messages, and hopefully some of it resonates with you. I want to go ahead and get into this reading. I have some cards that are crowning, and then I have some cards off camera that I pulled and meditated on from the Sibylla deck. This one being the first. There's a gift. So just know things are about to get really good. So we have the card of Abundantia, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. So that's a wonderful message to have in the crown. As far as the other cards we have here, we have Halite, Graphic Smoky Quartz, and Mookite Jasper. Just gonna put that right there. But anyhow, with the subcrown, we have the card of impartiality, the card of impasse, and the card of completion. Now, what we're talking about here for the month of August is literally doing a full cleanse of your life, of your mind, your body, your spirit, and your environment, okay? This is taking care of your hygiene. This is cleaning your car. This is wiping those baseboards. This is doing everything that keeps everything, all of your environments, everything that you use, everything that you do clean and able to provide a sense of peace for a very sensitive time that you're in. When it comes to healing and reconnecting ourselves with past traumas to heal, cleansing is important. We're going to remove all of the unnecessary things so we can really look at things for what they are, right? And that's what Aries loves to do. Let's get to the fucking point, right? So we start off with, that cleansing type energy. And what we realize is when we, because we talk about body, mind, spirit, soul, there's a point where within exploring the depths of yourself internally, you discover who you are and you discover certain happinesses that you have, okay? Your self-esteem gets better and you start to realize that not only are you worth so much and that it's important for you to stand in that power, but you have so many opportunities before you. I feel like many of you have a lot of opportunities that are opening up within your career. Many of you are about to be business owners or you're on your way there, or opening up a practice or training for something to take it to the next level. Freelancer, whatever it is. Or you're going to bust your ass to get that promotion within, whichever company that it may be for. But I definitely see a lot of independent moves, I guess is what I'm getting at. You may have kind of noticed, for some of you, some things going on with your immune system, which is due to, from what this reading is telling me, low self-esteem, having to realize your worth, and furthermore, stand in it and not let anyone, shake you off of that path. You've learned that you have to be the beauty that you want to spread, or else, it's not genuine from the source. So you've become very grounded too. And this is all a part of what the universe wants you to do. It wants you to chill out, especially during this retrograde season, and it's about to end within a few days. So it's really going to be about what you've come to learn from this exploration of self, from this cleansing, right? Have you been able to ground? Have you been able to center? Have you been able to be patient? Because shit's about to blow up for you in Leo season. One of the reasons that I love using these crystal oracle cards is because they do give a a much more heightened sentient level to the reading, but they're also noted for certain timings. So when it talks about abundancia and prosperity, and then right here you see the Mukite Jasper, this is all aligning with that energy that the universe is about to start blessing your fucking game. Any professional challenge you have is successful. And you see these coins pouring out. And the timing for Mukite Jasper is Leo season. And that's why I say to you, gather what there is to gather, as, we've experienced this retrograde, from Cancer to Leo season. And now that at least Mercury will be going direct soon, there will be, you'll just see everything that you'll be showered with, okay? From all the blockages that you've cleared through becoming balanced and grounding. See, the impartiality is talking about the grounding that you stepped into, okay? To balance yourself and really see the root of what were, the obstacles in your life before. Why did they exist? What were the impasses? Hey, don't come down this road. You see this man? Hey, no. Can't go there. So why were there those blockages? And what you realized is there were some things that you had to put to rest, because the only things that were truly creating the blockages were you. As far as, and that's and I'm saying this in an empowering way, that nobody else even had enough control to do that. They can co-create and co-conspire, but at the end of the day, it was all indicative of the lessons that you had to learn, and you did, and it's history, and now you are a more grown and evolved person. But you've really made it through getting a lot of those things that have been blockages out of the way and worked on and surfaced, and just surfaced off into the abyss. I really do believe that. So there's a tower moment that happens where basically what you start to see is all of, wow, this is a lot of Leo energy. My faithfulness card, I also, within my Sibylla deck, consider this to be Leonic energy. But in this tower moment, y'all, Aries, I just want you to know, because this is, I do general love readings, and there's some love that's involved here when I'm looking at the Sibylla deck to the right of the screen. But this is really about you actualizing your dreams for yourself, okay? And I think that's the tip you're on. But, for those of you who partially are like, all right, is there anything about love? Just FYI. And there is, but I just want to say that I am so humbly proud of y'all and grateful to be reading for y'all, to see this message that, because I've done readings where I've seen autonomy taken back, but this, it's just very powerful. Willing to do the work to become better, to be better within and create that environment externally. Willing to do the work where a lot of people aren't. With this, with what I'm seeing in the Sibylla here, you're gonna start to see that you have support from people that you did not expect, and actually lots of people. I feel like you'll be very celebrated, and you are going to meet very lucrative connections that will just, propel you into networking more and more. I feel like that, these connections are going to help you kind of get somewhere, right? Now, there's a level of patience that's needed, because I know that Aries energy, okay? My mom's an Aries, like I told y'all. My Mercury's an Aries. So, and I know how this mouth is. That communication piece. and how it ties in with my Geminian moon. But I will say there's definitely a need to be patient and not just have to have it come with a quickness. I know it's exciting as you start to see things unfold, getting to the next step in your journey, having you, meeting someone who probably filled you in on not, proper ways to really excel in, your nonprofit business and go out there and get these grants, and who you need to talk to, and just information that's gaming you up, like so on and so forth. Like, there are a lot of exciting things that may be happening, but you got to take those things in and marinate on them, and move forward from there, without always just like getting to this point every now and then where you're like, oh man, well shit, well how much longer, like, because there seems like there's one more thing I gotta do, 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 one more thing I gotta do. Now there's this, but it's okay. Now there's this, but it's okay. And you're like, well, it's cool. I keep saying like this is okay, and I'm going for it, but goddamn, and I feel you, but you're getting there, and you know it too. And I think that's clearly what's keeping your job going, is because on the other end, you're still fucking knocking doors down, and you're still getting there. And you can kind of laugh about certain things now throughout the process, because you finally see that you're starting to get somewhere, and you're realizing, like what they say, you got to go through some bullshit for some great shit, Like, not necessarily in love. You ain't got to go through it in that. But, you're going to hit obstacles and stuff when you're on your grind and on your hustle, which is what I see you being focused on. And but you're also noticing your accolades, or there's a message for you to notice your accolades. You're giving birth to new conditions. Really, I'm telling you, this has a lot to do with shadow work. Many of you that this resonates with are very, very spiritual people, and have really been, I think you've been charming a lot of people around you. You've been charming a lot of people around you so much because of how you've been working on yourself in not a victim way, but in a pure way, to where it's at the point where they're charmed into almost wanting to like marry you. Like, you're coming across people, or you will in August, that will see you and see you as the one. Like, they want to marry you, like they want to have a child with you. We've got the gift card here with child and sweetheart. So you're going to get these offers, okay? So there's hope for that, and hope comes after sweetheart, the card of hope. I'll just show you. Waited for it to come in. There's hope for that, because you're gonna have endless opportunities coming in with people that you actually would entertain. It's not gonna be these people that don't do it for you, So you're gonna have some options, some choices. But I will say that there may be some intimidation that's giving somebody some internal struggle, that will in August, because we've got the faux card, the prison card, the Lord card, and wedding card. Like, the term that came into my mind is married to the game. You know what I mean? Like, married to the bag, like to your passions, to your endeavors. Like, you're like, I'm back now. Hold on. So wait, like, I don't know if I want to compromise this. Is there a way to not compromise this and still entertain you? I don't know. I really don't think that's how it works. I feel like that's what your mind will be going through in August. It's like, because you understand that if you give 100% to what you're doing, and you're seeing it paying off, and you're just grinding like that, I don't feel like you necessarily see how that fits in. And it's a very rational assumption, Aries, I will say. Like, practical as we are, your Aries, I'm Taurus, like very practical. Like, when you break it down like that, it's like, if I'm giving 100% to this, then what is there, 101%, 2%? Is there some extra percents out here that I don't know about? you know? And I'm just, I'm trying to, I'm being serious, but I do want to add some light, loving humor to it, because there's nothing wrong with focusing on your crafts like 100%. But it's really going to put people in their feelings, because, August, I don't see being the month that you really budge too much. And I don't know how much you're going to entertain. Like, you have the opportunity, like with the gifts and child card, you see what, people are wanting to present with you. As in the sweetheart card, she's there reading a letter, you know. So you see what people are presenting to you. But I think you're like, hey, I got my own presentation. It's partially because of how you've been made to feel in the past, and the rest of it is because you're strong now again, so you're going to do for you anyways. And look, like I said, we all have free will out here. You can choose to change the course of anything. Like, if this resonates with you, you can choose to change the course of it and really try to sit down and figure out how you can incorporate somebody into your life. Okay? You can make that decision tomorrow. You can make it, some of y'all have made it yesterday. Like, and you'll see how that comes into fruition in August. But from what I really see here, many of you won't be taking that route. I think you won't be harsh. You'll be very tactful. You'll be very couth. You'll keep people, you'll keep people around. And I feel like these are people that are going to be within the business realm. Okay, not necessarily really like partners to do, like partners. Like you have your own thing, but these are people who are like career peers. Like these are constituents. These are the people who are reflective of the new environment that you're in, as you're ascending to a more important place, because you're living your truth and you're out here and getting your abundance. So even the people that you're coming around is changing. And that's why, like, these offers, like I said, what they see within you and what they're willing to give is different than what you may have experienced before. These are, if you're a woman, you're going to meet men who want to, lace you up in diamonds, lace you up in pearls, want to take you on trips, take you to eat cuisine that you've never had before, and, in a certain part of town where, those people live there, and they really, really make that shit. Like in Houston, there's parts of the Southwest you go to get that, like, that dank traditional fucking African food, and like they'll want to take you to do things like that. Like they'll want to share with you on things that but like try to show you new things, and then show you how, like, how they just want to build with you. And I think that there's a lot of potential here. And again, and it's, you feel like they'll be around, not because it's like, oh, I just know they'll be around. It's not coming from there. But again, when you're invested in kind of like the same arena, like y'all are both, business people, y'all kind of cross those same paths on that level, to where they will be around, especially on top of the fact that they have feelings for you. I think you're really going to be like what I'm intuiting is that you're going to be so laissez-faire about it. Like, look, if it's going to work, I'm not going to not put any thought or energy or whatever into it, but I'm going to continue to do me. So if it's going to work, like, we'll see how it goes. We cross paths. Sure, I can make time to go out with you for dinner. Yes, I think you're funny. Yes, I think you're great. But, like, you want something that's so organic. Okay? And that's exactly what I think will end up playing out. Ooh, September. Oh my God. I was about to say it, and then my face and my body, like, the energy that just took over me. September is going to be hot, y'all. September. Oh, keep hustling and bustling and doing what you're doing, and being kind to people who you're not necessarily ready to open up to, but are expressing, certain feelings to you. Because I'm telling you, September, somebody's coming to sweep you. If this reading resonates with you, I'm telling you, somebody's coming to sweep you up. Be ready.